Hey, everybody, welcome to It's Real with Jordan and Demi from the great state of Missouri. I'm Jordan Edwards. From jolly old England, we got Demi Ramos. And our guest today is an actor and musician you may know from the Shazam movies, as well as the Disney Channel series Andy Mack. His new single, Flip the Switch, is out now. Please welcome Asher Angel.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Of course. So, first of all, you're 21.
Yes, sir.
So I got to ask, how did you celebrate the Big 21?
Oh, the Big 21. I went to Turks and Caicos with my entire family and all my friends. We were there for like a week. It was the most amazing time ever. Went on a boat.
Big beach guy?
You say what?
I was about to say, hold on, because my 21st birthday was not in Turks and Caicos. What? Whose decision was that to go to Turks and Caicos?
It was kind of my mom and I guess. Like, she just loves it there. Like, we've been there 3 times already, and she was like, "We need to go back for your birthday." And I was like, "Okay, are you sure?"
Okay.
I was like, "No problem. I don't have to ask me twice."
My 21st birthday was cases of Bud Light on the back porch. So
that's what I'm trying to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, but that's valid though. That's fun.
Right. It's very. My 20th birthday was basically a country song.
Mine must have been like some rave, some like New York rave.
And Demi was a rave. Okay.
Like under
that's
the
fun
J
though.
train.
That's really fun. Those raves are crazy.
Have you been?
Yeah.
Do you like New York?
You say what?
Do you like New York? Have you been?
I like New York a lot. I don't think I could live there as of right now, but it's really fun. I mean, it's a great place to be. A lot's happening.
Let's go.
So let's talk about the new single, Flip the Switch. To me, this has like sexy back era Justin Timberlake kind of vibes, like before before the internet turned on Justin Timberlake.
Whoa! So, did the internet turn on? Wait, am I up
kinda,
like not up
kinda,
right
yeah.
now? What happened with JT?
He's just not as he's not as perceived as cool as he used to be, I guess.
Really?
But let's talk about the song now. First of all, this is consistent. I feel like this is an evolution of your previous music. You've always had this sort of like pop R&B kind of vibe with a little bit of Y2K late 90s production.
Mm-hmm.
So where did that kind of sound come from? Did you always want to kind of have that kind of R&B sound, or did someone kind of suggest it to you?
Yeah. I guess for me, it was always, I wanted a great mesh between R&B and pop, like just a great middle ground. And yeah, I mean, the music I grew up on was, 2007 to 2010, like R&B music. I mean, that was the only kind of music I listened to. But like, if I had a choice, I would want to go full R&B because that's the kind of music I love. But I think, for me, I think there still is like this middle ground, especially like me, because I'm just getting back into the music scene, finally going to be releasing stuff consistently, which it hasn't been like that since I was 16. So yeah, I don't know. I think sonically, that's kind of what I'm going for, is to bring that era back.
Well, it's working, whatever you're doing. Now your previous your biggest song so far, you got that collab with Wiz Khalifa. And I got to ask, did you get to work with him in person, or was it like a, sending tracks back and forth? He was in a different studio kind of thing.
Great question. We didn't work together in the studio. We met up on the music video set. That was the first time I met him. So obviously I was 16, very young at the time. Wiz Khalifa, who doesn't love Wiz Khalifa? So, but he was so nice, and he brought his son, we FaceTimed his son, Sebastian, who was like the biggest fan of like Shazam and like my character and me. So it was so cool. It was like the coolest experience getting to talk to this kid.
Yeah. And he was probably slightly under the influence, or was he straight?
I was about to say.
My boy, no, he was straight. He was the best. He's such a genuine human being.
And a professional.
Yes, very professional.
Yeah.
For sure.
So segue, Shazam, you've done TV and movies. and it fascinates me the difference between the two. Obviously, Disney and the DC universe, very big entities. But what's the big difference between a TV show on the Disney Channel versus like a big time, big budget movie set in terms of the experience as an actor?
Yeah, I think just like you said, the scale is so different. Like I remember I came off of my Disney Channel show, took an immediate flight to Toronto to start filming the next day. And just, I walked on the set and, you know, the crew is so big, just the scale is so massive and so different. So I kind of just got thrown into that. I didn't really have time to like prep or prepare for the character or the project. So it's definitely a big jump, you know, it's going from, and that's not diminishing Disney Channel because I love my friends over at Disney Channel. I love the show, but it was definitely like a different type of beast.
Yeah, for sure.
I read somewhere though that you were a theater kid. Is that right?
Yeah.
Those are like special kinds of people, by the way.
For sure.
Because like anyone that's been to high school, and that's like everyone, the theater kids they're a different breed of people. And they might be the best breed of people. Can you tell us about being like a theater kid and like what's your favorite musical? Just give us like Theater Kid 101.
Yeah, okay, Theater Kid 101. That's easy. The first musical I was ever in was Oliver.
I was in Oliver.
The best experience of my life.
In Oliver.
Let's go, Oliver boys.
I love all the soundtracks from Wicked, Mary Poppins, Secret Garden. Yeah, those were my shows. That was all the kind of music I listened to growing up because that's all I knew, you know.
Could you do a good British accent because of all that?
You're putting me on the spot.
I'm not asking you to demonstrate.
Please,
you know, you can if you want. What was that again? Let's hear that.
Now they're really listening. Please, sir, more food. I want some tea.
Love it.
There you go.
See,
no, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that is good.
Thank you.
When I was in theater, I was like the kid. I was the kid who could do a good British accent, so I always got stuck playing British people. You know, or like
I love that.
I don't know why. Yeah, but I was Noah Claypool in Oliver. So
hey, that's a pretty.
It was a small but memorable role.
I gotta watch it.
Were you the title character in Oliver?
I was actually I was just a Fagin boy. I was part of the ensemble cast.
You're one of the little.
But I thought I was the star.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. You gotta have, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's funny. I actually had a conversation today about just like, this is funny, but like, it's all everything that in life. It's just it's a confidence thing, right? Is it not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You thought that you were the main star and you were in the ensemble, and look at you now. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
A lesson of the podcast.
It's so true.
Let's go.
Did you have performing arts parents? Were they like outgoing theater kind of people?
I mean, my mom. I mean, they definitely like. I mean, my mom back in the day used to be an actress, so she had some experience in that field. But yeah, I guess my family does come from like musical backgrounds. But I think they were at the time they're like, you want to go do theater? Yeah, go perform. You know, it was like daycare for them. But eventually, I mean, that whole time I was trying to convince them to take me out to pilot season in California, and they were like, you need some more experience. So I think finally after I worked my way up to professional theater and was doing like 2 shows at a time from like on the opposite side of town. And that's where I'd say they were convinced because they saw like my work ethic and they were like, all right, let's try it.
Yeah. So did it take, how long did you not struggle isn't the right word, but how much auditioning and all that stuff did you go through before you started getting parts?
I'd say my first, I probably went through like 2 months of auditions every day. Like maybe 4 to 5 auditions a day. And it was just like this cycle, you know? And then, I guess, but in between that 2 month span of time, I ended up getting like guest stars and like reoccurring roles, and then I booked my first series regular. So I'd say it all happened like really fast, like within like 2 to 3 months.
We've had some ex-Disney kids, former Disney kids, we'll call them, not ex-Disney kids.
I love it.
Yeah, we've had Laura Morano on here, and we've had Sky Cats on here.
Amazing.
And it feels like there's sort of like this Disney kid fraternity, like, you know, that they're really proud. Do you kind of feel that there is kind of like this like club, you know? That, yeah,
for sure.
Interesting.
Do you know other Disney people from other shows? Do you like?
I mean,
like
back when I was like filming and stuff, Disney Channel would throw like certain events for like all the kids to where it's like we could feel like, you know, like normal, like basically like Disney Channel like parties, like the Emerald Ball, and they would create all these events so we could like socialize together and like interact. So it was really cool that they did that.
Oh my God, wait, tell us about Emerald Ball. Pause. What?
Yeah, the Emerald Ball.
That sounds wild.
It was wild. Yeah, we got all fancy dressed.
So like it's prom. It's pretty
literally
much
prom. It's like Disney prom, essentially. Yeah.
And that is how Justin JT meets Britney Spears, and then that's how everyone is in.
Exactly. See, now you're getting.
And it's all because of Emerald Ball. Insider scoop. Shout out Emerald Ball. We got to get those tickets.
I would imagine the food is probably amazing at the Emerald Ball.
Oh, was it amazing?
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, it was all you can eat, you know, all you can
Who did
drink.
you dance with at Emerald Ball?
Oh, who did I dance with?
Yes.
Oh, she really wants. She's getting the tea.
Let's go.
That's Demi's job. That's what Demi likes.
I think it was like me and my co-stars, and then like stuck in the middle at the time, which was Jenna Ortega, Nicholas Betchel, Isaac Presley. So we were pretty close with like the stuck in the middle, like Bizarre Vark fam, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was Jenna Ortega like back then? Because she's like a big deal now.
Yeah, I mean, she's amazing. She's always been amazing. Yeah, I think she's probably like, I mean, she's the exact same person. Like, she's sweet, she's funny. Her mom's amazing. Her family's really awesome too. So she comes from like a very grounded. Her family keeps her really grounded, I'd say. So she's a good support system, a good rock.
You hear Jenna Ortega, not a jerk.
Oh my God.
No, she's sweet. She's the sweetest. We love her.
Tell us the story about how you got cast in Shazam, because that's nuts. That's a big freaking movie. Like,
yeah.
How did that happen?
Wow, it was a long audition process. Because I was shooting Andy Mack at the same time in Utah, and I threw together a couple self-tapes for it, got some callbacks, and then they wanted me to fly out, but I couldn't. I had conflicts with my shooting schedule. They would not let me leave.
That's
so I was
crazy.
like, what am I going to do? I'm about to lose this part.
Yeah.
And so eventually I convinced them. They let me just fly out there for a day. I went in for a test with like all the other grown adult actors, and they just put me like side by side, see if we had similar mannerisms and whatnot. And then like a day later, I came back in and was just talking with our director, David, and our producers and casting, and then walked out the room, got on my flight. Right before I got on my flight, they just ended up calling me. I was going through like TSA, and they were like, you got it. So I was freaking out in the TSA line, didn't know what to do with myself.
Like as you're going through the security line,
you got
like this life-changing.
Yeah, I was like, can you just hold on a second? I'm going through TSA. They're like, no, we have to tell you now. So they just broke the news to me. It was insane. It was so wild. And I was headed back for shooting the next day in Utah. So it was the best news you could ever receive.
That's right. You did film like that series in Utah.
Yeah, we were secluded from like everything.
Can we talk about Utah for a second? Because there's a lot of like, if you watch any kind of like, I don't know, I've seen some crazy shows about Utah.
Sister Wives.
Yeah, is there anything that, you know what, that was on the other day, actually, Sister Wives, so funny. But yeah, so I think that's why I'm wondering about Utah. Can you tell us about Utah? What do you do in Utah on a Saturday night if you're not filming?
We did a lot of Top Golf, which was really fun. We didn't really ski that much. We couldn't ski. We weren't allowed to, but we could ice skate.
Yeah, it's an insurance liability. It's an injury thing.
It was tough. You know, being a teenager.
But how'd your golf swing?
My golf swing back then, not so good. Now, better. Way better.
Because you're an Arizona kid, which is like a golf capital.
Yep,
golf
the
courses
Mecca.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably out there golfing at least 2 times a week, 3 times a week if I can. I get out there for real.
Nice. Yeah,
I've never golfed before.
You would love it. You have to try it, please.
Mm-mm.
It'll change your life. It's so peaceful.
That thing's gonna go
you're out there
flying.
on the course.
Yeah, I realize I've never seen Demi do anything. I've never seen you perform an athletic feat before, Demi. I've only seen you on stage playing guitar. I've never seen you
Oh
like.
my god!
I
I feel
think
like
the next podcast we do together, it's out on the golf course.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down.
oh
That would be
wow,
fun.
that's a
Yeah.
good idea, Jordan.
Be fun.
Yeah, let's
In
do it.
person.
Yeah.
Let's do
If
it.
you're
Yeah.
in New York, we should arrange that. No joke.
Yes,
We do mini
it'll be
golf.
adventurous. We'll have both of you. It'll be
Okay.
a great
We're-
time. We'll watch Demi hit the
Yeah.
golf ball.
Yeah, I want to see what Demi looks like when
Let's
she's
do
trying
it.
to play sports. Yeah, for sure.
All right,
Sure.
It's happening. Perfect.
Yeah.
You should ask.
So you mentioned, Asher, that you're gearing up more on the music side here pretty soon.
Yeah.
What can we expect? Like, do you have an album coming out? Is an EP? Are you doing tour? Like what's coming down on the music side?
Yeah, I think the goal for this year for me is I want to be out there on the road. I want to be touring. I want to see my supporters. I want to see my fans. And like I said, the last time I released music was when I was 16. So it's been some time. So I think I'm going to start with some singles, roll into an EP, and then hopefully an album, and be out there on the road touring. So
nice. Have you done many live shows?
I've done quite a few live shows. Yeah, a good amount. I've been on tour before. I've done a couple Jingle Balls. So yeah, I've done.
Oh my god,
I
you've
have a
done
little
Jingle Ball
experience,
before?
but I want more. I want way
No
more.
way. Jingle Ball? Like
Yeah.
the Jingle. Okay, if anyone doesn't know, I think it's associated with like one of the biggest radio stations in New York City. But Jingle Ball is like when I was in middle school and I was getting driven to school, like I would hear Jingle Ball being a thing on the radio, and I'd be like, oh my god, imagine being there one day.
So magical.
You play Jingle Ball, so what was that experience like?
It was kind of like a
That's it?
pinch me moment, to be honest with you. Well, because that was like, to me, like exactly what you said. Like, grew up listening to that. Oh my gosh, I want to go there. I want to be there. So for me, it was the same thing. I didn't really register. It was surreal, especially seeing like the lineup, because the lineup they're so
Yeah, I'd be like
insane.
Beyonce. Yeah, just like
Oh yeah. Oh,
you know what I
great.
mean?
Yeah, have you met
Like,
Beyonce?
some big names. So it was wow. That was probably like one of the some of the coolest things I've done were like those Jingle Ball tours.
Wow.
Who have you like? You've obviously met some famous people on the music side. Who have you met that you were like, holy crap, I got to hang out or I got to talk to so and so? Like, who was your starstruck moment?
Oh, Brad Pitt. Who's the coolest freaking guy ever? Who doesn't love Brad Pitt?
I am currently in the Ozarks of Missouri, the home region of Brad Pitt. So
Yep.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Brad Pitt and Matt Damon were like the most, and The Rock, yeah, like most down to earth human beings, like so sweet, so genuine, like actually care like what you have to say. So, I mean, to be sitting there like just talking to them was so weird, so weird.
Yeah. Oh, so you really haven't met any real famous people yet,
Right?
yeah.
What about The Rock? What was that experience like? He has
The
like
Rock?
the craziest story, So
Yeah, what
like,
was the setup? Did you like run into him backstage somewhere or like?
So he was pretty much. I ran into him backstage. We were doing interviews side by side together, and obviously he was the producer of our first movie and our second one. So I was like, all right, it's a perfect opportunity. Like, come on. And then 2 seconds later, we were just chopping it up, and I mean, he when he talks to you, he stares through your soul. He stares through your soul. Like it's incredible. Like I'm like, it makes me want to get my eye contact better. Like I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
My eye contact, that's probably
Mine
Yeah,
is so not good.
That's all of us for the rest of the podcast. Let's work on our eye contact.
Yeah, let's work on it.
This is an
It's
exercise.
valuable.
And he's probably and he's huge, right?
And
he's got to
he's
be
huge. He's huge. Like I remember he was carrying like this water bottle, and I was like, "Oh, you're staying hydrated." And he was like, "Yeah," and he winked at me. I was
Oh
like,
wow.
"Oh, there
Oh, he's
must be
he's
something else in
cheeky.
there." He's like, "Yeah, it's
Okay.
vodka."
Vodka. Nice.
I'm like, "I love it. You're rolling around your press case with just a
Yeah.
jug full of vodka."
Oh,
Nice. Yeah. It's
He's the
real.
best.
wow.
real.
Vodka guy. I wouldn't take him for that.
Well, he's got a tequila company. But,
Speaking of 21 and
Yeah,
vodka,
it was probably tequila. Yeah.
what is your drink of
Terramana.
choice? Are you like a vodka? Are you a gin? We can do this now because you're 21. Are you a like Bacardi? What's your
are you a
vibe?
snob when it comes to do you like or do
Are
you
you a
mind
Four
like
Loco?
Ford Loco,
Like, are you a
I
Four
love
Loco?
it.
I'm a Four Loco. If I
I
would be
love
a
it.
drink
Hey, those are the easy way to go. You
or
know,
something.
crack
I
open
don't
a
know.
nice
It changes. Like I
You
was
give
like
me
a
White
dark
Claw
liquor
vibes.
guy. Like I liked whiskey.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm back to clear liquors, so like vodka. But I don't really have like a preference. Like I'll drink whatever. I don't really care.
White
I'm not
Claw?
like a big drinker either, so
No.
like only on occasion.
That's
I'm
good.
too focused for that.
Well, we're glad you haven't descended into
Okay.
alcoholism yet.
I'm responsible, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Responsible.
I'm trying.
Absolutely.
Trying.
It was that wholesome Disney Channel upbringing.
That's what I'm
Yeah, I have a very grounded background.
saying.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've spent some time in the Phoenix area, and it's kind of a strange place because you have this mix of like frat boys and guys who hunt and
wow.
really rich people in fancy cars and people who are trying to ball out who really aren't ballers. So what was it like to grow up in that Phoenix area? Like, were you aware that you were in this strange land of rich people?
Well, I guess, I mean, growing up, I mean, I didn't spend that much time home just because I was traveling so much and doing, filming and making music. So it was kind of all over the place. I really didn't have time to like see my family at home or my friends. But now in these last 5 years, I would say I like it so much better than California or
Really?
Yeah. But I think that's just because I have like this tight knit circle. Like I surround myself with like really good people. Like my circle is so small. So I think that's why I've stayed out of that hellhole per se.
Yeah, people come out of the woodwork and be like, Asher, I have this investment opportunity. I'm building this business. If you could just write me a check for 20 grand. You ever get that kind of thing from people that you hadn't heard from in 10 years?
I get like occasional texts here and there from even people I just didn't not like that much in like middle school or like high school. Like they'll reach back out. But I'm always gonna be nice. Like I'm just a nice person. Like I'm always gonna like be like, hey, how are you? Like hope you're doing good. Like that's just who I am. Like I'm never really gonna ghost you. That's just not me. Like I just always try to be nice because I think we need more love and positivity in the world. So
are you a Suns fan?
Yes, I'm the biggest Suns fan.
Yeah. Have you met Devin Booker?
I have met Devin Booker. He's a great guy. I've known him for quite some time. We see each other when we see each other. His sister's amazing. His family's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're like homies with Devin Booker.
Yeah,
Kind
I'd
of.
say we know of each other. Yeah, and he's
Nice.
cool. He's awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Guys, who are the
So-
Suns?
Huh? What'd you say, Demi?
Is this basketball?
Yeah, Devin Booker's he's like the star for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that
What-
Western
you
Conference is
playing
pretty
sports?
wild this year.
Have you played sports? Like you give me, because like Jordan said, the jock, they're like the jocks mixed with like the hunting type. What kind of type are you? Like I almost can't tell because I know there's like the theater kid within you,
Yeah.
but then we have jock on the outside of it. You know what I'm saying? So what's going
Right.
on? Yeah.
I mean, I played sports growing up. I love sports. So like basketball, baseball, football, now golf. So
Interesting.
yeah, I guess I was trying to juggle that between my theatrical shows and still wanting to be out there on like the football field. So it was kind of a weird balance at a young age because I didn't really know, like my heart was pulling me in like two different directions. Like I wanted to do sports, but like my priority was acting. So it was something I had to figure out.
I gave up baseball for theater. So when I was 16.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
Demi, what about you?
Hey.
So, are you big like video game guy? Like, how do you? Because I know you're not a drinker, which means you're not out like hitting the club every night.
Yeah.
So what is typical, like, you want to kill 2 hours and relax? What do you do?
I probably play video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm playing
no.
Call of Duty, Fortnite, Madden,
Black Ops.
Black Ops. Exactly.
Let's
See,
go.
Demi knows. Yeah,
So
I'm a
you're-
big video game junkie for sure.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox, but I want to get on PC
Yeah.
really bad. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm missing a whole other world.
Yeah. You're not a Nintendo guy, not a Switch guy.
I like the Nintendo's. Like most of the time when we're on set, we're playing the Nintendo Switch. We're playing like Mario Kart, like Smash Brothers.
How good are you at Mario Kart?
I dabble.
Okay.
I'm
Do
not.
you play
I was-
Princess Peach or do you play Mario himself?
You got to play Mario himself. Yeah,
What?
have to.
I have a question. Okay, Social Star Award, right? iHeartRadio. Can you explain you won that award in 2020?
Yeah.
What is a social star, and does that title accurately represent who you truly are? Are you a social star?
Look at Demi.
No, I'm being
I don't really know what a social star is. I
it's
guess
like
it's
mixed
like
congeniality.
in the public eye, on social media, still like doing stuff. But I mean, listen, I'm definitely thankful for that award. But I think it comes with time. People figure out your image, and I'm still in the process of getting myself out there and elevating myself. So, I'll take any award I can get. I'm thankful for it. But yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, you had this huge following, millions of social media followers. How much time do you spend on social media? How much effort do you put into your TikToks and reels and all that kind of stuff? Or do you find it to be more of just an obligation?
Social media is a cruel place, man. Oh my gosh. I mean, I like doing it. I'm trying to put more effort into it now because it comes with music. It's a part of the process. So yeah, I'd say it's another full-time job, to be completely honest with you.
Mhm.
You got to keep your fans engaged. You got to be on social media, updating everyone. But I've grown to like it more now. Like, I like it. Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you follow? What kind of stuff do you watch online?
It's
like
all sports. Like, I
all
kid you
sports.
not. It's like 90% of it is sports. I mean, I got the Bills all over, the Bills losing to the Chiefs all over my For You page. It's all of that.
Damn straight you do.
New coaching positions.
I'm gonna leave this combo.
I'll tell you, it's so funny.
Wait,
Like, my girlfriend takes my phone. She's like, "Oh, your For You page is awful." Like, what does yours look like?
Right. Yeah, let's see her. Let's see her.
Yours.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be all makeup tutorials.
Exactly. I'm like,
Like
all right,
spirituality videos. Like,
right. Right. So
magic.
accurate.
So, big question for you, Asher. Are Travis and Taylor going to make it?
Wow.
Are they? I don't know. I think Travis could be right for Taylor. I mean, I'm just saying. I love the excitement.
Well, I feel like, people are, these stupid, some of these NFL fans, saying like, why is she at the game? I'm like, if you go to Buffalo, New York, and you sit in a box with 40 other people for 3 hours in the snow and the cold, because let me tell you, you've been in luxury boxes before. You're not that separated from the rest of the crowd, especially in a football stadium.
Yeah.
So it's still cold up there. So I want to give Taylor her. I want to
She's
give Taylor her
committed.
flowers
Give
for
her
being
her
there.
props. Give her her flowers.
Yes, absolutely.
She's there
Absolutely.
supporting her man.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my God.
I support it.
Yeah. Demi likes going to matches and games sometimes.
You do?
She can be spotted. She can be spotted. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So we got to wrap this up a little bit here in a second here, Asher. But what is the next 5-6 months look like for you? Or you got any? I know, looked at your IMDb, you got some stuff in post production, you got some stuff coming out. So let's start with the TV movie side. What do you got coming out on that side of things?
I've got a project coming out with Ashley Judd. It's a really cool movie, kind of like a sci-fi thriller, I'd say. So that's coming out soon. That's in post-production. And then I have another project, 99 Days, which I can't say much about that yet because I don't know much. So yeah, I'd say I have that in music, and then hopefully some other projects coming out or filming this year. So,
and it's a cliche journalist question to ask about balance, especially when you got the dual music and movie career going. But do you care, like, if you were to become a famous, really huge on the music side, would you feel like your movie side was being neglected, or do you care if like one of the, because you could have one gets way bigger than the other? Have you thought about that whole thing?
It's a good question. I mean, I think now, for instance, most of the people that look at me as an actor. Most of them don't even know I do music, especially the people that follow me. And you think that's weird because if I have, however many followers I have on social media, and most of those people are liking my content and whatnot, you'd think that they would know that I sing because most of my content now is singing. So as you can see, I'm still trying to get that out there and get that exposure. So I think it'll go back and forth, throughout my career. If music starts to really ramp up and I'm on tour, then I'm not going to be filming. And, so I kind of have to just go back and forth with both careers. And I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that much of a difficult thing to balance. Like, it should be easy. I mean, it can't be that hard.
Because the reason I asked about you playing shows is that, like when you play a show, you got a lot of people there who are there because they're Disney fans or because they're Shazam fans or whatever. Yeah. And maybe they maybe not even have hardly listened to your music. Does that?
Right.
Yeah. And you can't be a jerk about that. You can be like,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting mix, especially when that superhero movie came out. I have this interesting dynamic at my concerts where it's like, okay, little girls are like young, maybe 15 to like 18. And they're coming, they actually listen to my music. And then sometimes I have like these 50-year-olds that show up and like I'm signing comic books. They're like, oh my God, you sing. So it's such an interesting.
Have you done the con circuit? You've done Comic-Con and stuff.
Yeah, I've done so many Comic-Cons. Yeah.
How do you feel about the whole the whole dealing with the nerds and the comic book and the that whole
it's really fun. I mean, I enjoy it, especially like doing the panels and stuff. Like I'll just get like these outrageous questions and like somehow have to find an answer to like kind of navigate through that horrible question, and it just is like all over the place. But
yeah, because your character existed on a page before it existed on screen.
Exactly.
And so you have these guys who be like, in issue 23, you did blah, blah, blah.
I know. I'm like, bro, I haven't even read that issue. I'm sorry.
In issue 23.
But I love the passion. Like I love how they're like so invested in it, and like,
that's cool.
They, to a certain extent, they know the characters better than we know the characters. So I think there's a lot to pull from that as well, especially
have you felt
research.
Have you felt pressure to like learn more about the universe and stuff, and like get like, so when you get questions asked of you, you kind of can answer them, as best you can.
Act like I know what I'm saying.
Right.
I'd say that happened after my first Comic-Con. That's where I realized I think I have some more research to do. So like when people are talking to me about these different Shazam issues, I know what they're talking about, and I'm not just like shaking my head like pretending. And because it's a lot of information to soak up. Like it takes a lot of time.
Right. So last celebrity question. What's your relationship with Zachary Levi? What's he like on set? Is he a diva? Because he appears to be, his persona in all his roles, be it Chuck or Shazam or Mrs. Maisel, he's always a nice guy. So how much is his personality on screen like versus in real life?
In real life, he's just like this outgoing like ball of energy. Like anywhere he goes, he brings this huge speaker and he just dances. Like he's a happy guy now.
Well, he should be a happy guy.
Always happy. I don't know why I said that, but like I think now he realizes he's at a place in his life where it's like he really was able to like take everything in and like think to himself like, I'm so lucky to be like playing a superhero in this blockbuster movie and like all these other opportunities that are coming my way. So I don't know. I think for him, it was like wish fulfillment. Like he's finally getting to do the things that he's always wanted to do. And he's happy. He's living his life.
Yeah. Cause he could have just been the guy from Chuck for the rest of his life.
Like before I was in Shazam, all my friends were like, oh my God, you got to work with the guy from Chuck. Like we love him. And I'm like, you mean the guy from Chuck who was also in Alvin and the Chipmunks? I love him.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. All right, Asher, we will let you go, but thank you for joining us on the show. Really,
you guys are amazing. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Let's see if we can all do a heart.
Let's do it. A hand heart.
Yeah. How do we do it?
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm holding the mic, but yeah. Oh, you're on
wait.
side like that.
Wait, I'm doing it the other way. Why is it doing that?
I'm frozen.
It's opposite.
So
it's opposite.
that.
All right, whatever.
You ever try to fix your hair in a webcam? It's impossible.
We're trying. Everyone's. We love you guys.
Close enough.
Close enough.
All right. Yeah. All right, Asher. We'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
All right.
We can do it now, Jordan. We can do it.
Yeah. Like I didn't know what you were trying to do. Close enough. It's close enough.
It's close enough.
It's hard because it's like opposite of like, it's like mirrored or whatever. Yeah.
New stuff. If that was it, yeah. New stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is coming up. What do you have any Valentine's plans, Demi?
Oh my God. It's gonna be like a fashion. It's gonna be around the fashion like mayhem in February. So I don't know.
You got the red nail polish.
I celebrate holidays in different times of the year nowadays.
Right.
Red nail polish.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Well,
we love the Disney kids.
Love the Disney kids.
We love the Disney kids. Next up is Miley Cyrus.
Like a compilation highlight, like video, of all our Disney stuff. Okay.
That's a good idea, Jordan.
Yeah. We're thinking up content in real time. You're seeing the backstage, how it all comes together.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Yeah, that's my mom saying hi, Demi, in the background.
Hello.
And that's the dog barking.
Hello.
I think something's up. I will show you one thing here. Let me get you one thing. I got to show you real quick. So, besides my podcast voice, I'm really known for my hair, my big curly hair. So I wanted to show you that. So right now, people often call me a redhead or ginger. I get that sometimes. I think it's kind of auburn, but I was blonde for a really long time. I was very blonde, and I want to show you here. Hang on one second,
guys. I have no idea what's going on.
So this is me.
Oh my God!
Before a haircut. This is me before a haircut, and here.
Oh my God!
Here's the after.
Okay. Yeah, which one do we prefer? Oh, Jordan, that literally looks like you right now.
Right?
That looks like you, like right now.
Right. Yeah, I guess I kind of have the same. I think it's interesting how some people look exactly like they did when they were a kid, and some people look completely different.
Oh my God!
I've seen you look when you were a kid. I've seen pictures of you. You look kind of basically the same, like a grown-up version of yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. So for real, we'll take off now. But of course, go to popdust.com for the latest in pop culture and music news, as well as past episodes of It's Real with Jordan and Demi. And check us out on Spotify and YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, we'll see you later.